Welcome everyone back to the UK Journeyman Save. In today's episode we have our first game, well actually our second game in the Europa League, but first one in front of you against Besiktas, and then we have a Premier League game against Arsenal. Since you last left us, which was the opening day of the Premier League, we've had a bit of mixed results. We've thankfully won our next two games in the Prem pretty comfortably, 4-0 wins over Villa and Bournemouth. We then lost 1-0 at home to Liverpool, which was really unfortunate. We were actually probably an even side that game. We were unfortunate. We were the much better side against Brentford. They ended up equalising through a own goal to one of the new signings we've made, which we'll talk about in a second. We then went out on penalties, so no League Cup repeat this season, but that's not a huge concern. We then beat Newcastle 2-1 and Palace 4-3 in a massive thriller in the league. We beat AZ 4-0 in our open game in the Europa League phase. So that means we're in the top 8, which is where we want to finish. And then for the Premier League, we are currently third. So just 3 points behind Chelsea top. So not bad at all. We have done some business though. And as you probably saw from the title, we have made a hell of a signing in terms of exits. There's this guy who I think was someone we signed, we loaned back out, so we'll talk about him. So no exits. On the incomings, we will talk about him first. So Daniel Lascila is a 18-year-old Spanish striker. He was at Valladolid in the second division. He had a release clause for 250k. So we've signed him up and loaned him back out. He's a good championship player with big potential. So if we get anywhere close to making him a first team player for 250k, is a hell of a signing. The next one is Luis Felipe. He is a 19-year-old wonder kid centre-back. We've signed him in as a fringe player, 15.75 million from Botafogo. He's 2.5 stars of current ability, so a good Premier League player with, again, big potential because he is a wonder kid. He's not the most centre-back I've ever seen. I probably fancy him. I guess he is a centre-back, but at 5'11", I'm not a huge... He's only got 9 jumping reach. He's really just going to be one to keep around and hopefully improve and then sell on for a big profit in the future. But I don't see him as a starting centre-back with those stats. But we have signed one man. Erling Haaland joins us. He is on a deal to the end of the season. We paid 11.75. He's obviously previously of City, went to Real Madrid for big money, was absolutely banging them in. He obviously at 35 years of age now has dropped off, but he's still a 4-star player. We needed another striker. We got another striker. He's not scored yet. He's played 5 games all off the bench and not scored. He started in the Brentford in the Cup as well and not scored. So he may truly be past it. We are paying him 425 grand a week as well. So if we don't start to see a return from him, we'll probably will just let him go at the end of the season. But he's still a very good player. But physically, he has dropped off a little bit. But we're going to go with this for the Besiktas game. We've got Torres in goal, back four of Malik, Estrada, Philippe and Marti. Guilhem in midfield, still training to learn to play defensive midfield, along with Shea Charles. Carrizo making his debut on the right. He is naturally a right footer, so I don't know why he shows us 2 stars of current ability in that position. I guess it's his tactical ability with the out of possession stuff probably doesn't suit him. I imagine in possession, yeah, he much more suits a 3, but out of possession, he really doesn't suit it, which makes sense. We've got Benfica on the left, and then a front 2 of Paddy Moore and Erling Haaland. Everyone's fit, everyone's raring to go. Got a couple of boys who are wanted. We tried to sell Malik Tor, but we couldn't get anything done with him. We had a few deals agreed, but he didn't want to go, so he's still here. Obviously, he's out of contract at the end of the year, so this will probably be his last year with us as well. Haaland, obviously, up for debate, depends on how he gets on. But yeah, we have offered Shea Charles a new deal. So Shea Charles has agreed a new contract. He was out of contract at the end of the season. We've added a year to it, and he's actually went down in his wage. So with him getting a little bit older, I mean, he's only 31, but he's already decided to take a wage cut, which I'm happy with, because obviously we are not really starting him at the minute. It is Ngoma and Bellingham as the 2 starters, and we are starting to transition him out the side. So happy with that. But obviously for the Europa League, we are going to rotate because we should be winning these games even with a rotated squad. Besiktas with the throw, but it falls to the feet of Guilhem, who plays in the man we were just talking about, Shea Charles. Plays it to Philippe on his debut in front of you lot. Plays it to Benfica. Benfica, lovely pass to Marti, who swings it in. Paddy Moore is there, and Paddy Moore finishes. I think Haaland was offside, otherwise it could have been a good ball. The referee is going to check with VAR, though, to see if it was offside. I thought Paddy Moore was on, but Haaland was off. But the goal has been given. Yeah, it didn't look offside to me. So Paddy Moore gives us an early lead, and I think to be fair, the Europa League, I would like to win it. There is obviously some good teams in it, but I think in terms of if we can, in terms of like ways we can get top four, obviously, or Champions League, should I say, finishing top four is definitely position number one. I think that's obviously the goal. We are still trying to win the league as well. But ultimately, the goal of the series is to win the Champions League. But obviously, winning the Europa League is another way back into that. So we won't mess about as much this season. Obviously, we had the first half of the season, then we had our first proper season at United. And then after that, obviously, we will speed it up a little bit. But for the Europa League, it's still pretty new. It's a competition we've not been in before with any of the clubs so far in the series. So it is something we want to show off a little bit. Obviously, we did the same with the Conference League, the FA Cup, the League Cup. We were on good runs in those. So we pretty much done it. But just an early lead so far. Not really seen a lot from Carrito. Obviously, it's his first start. It's his first game at all, actually. He's never played because he got injured in pre-season. So he is obviously going to take some time to get fit, get used to the system, etc., etc. But at the minute, I think we're a good side. I think we are proven that in the league so far. We're kind of this weird side where we don't beat the couple teams who are probably better than us. So Chelsea, Liverpool, etc. are probably better teams than us. So we can't really beat them, but we're beating everyone else, which is good. And I guess if we just keep up that for most of the season, we'll still be within a title challenge, even if we can't beat the very top sides. But we've not been miles away. You know, Chelsea beat us 3-2, I think, or 3-1, and Liverpool was just a 1-0 loss. It was very tight. So, yeah, there really wasn't too much in it. But HAALAND, again, and not really showing a lot today. Obviously, it could just be that he doesn't really work well as a channel forward, but I'm starting to think it was a bit of a poor signing. I mean, it was good because it'll make a nice thumbnail, but yeah, I don't know. Not really seeing a lot of him, but he might be past it. He might very well be past it. We're going to bring youngster Gray on instead. We'll also bring Gilberto Mora on the left. And I guess we'll bring Malik Tar on the right as well, because we need to get some of these lads some fitness. Obviously, Mora has definitely lost his place. We've not seen too much greatness from Ben Seeger yet, but I still think he's probably the better player for now. I've seen enough to go off, basically, to know that he's a good player. But yeah, we've got to highlight Carrizo losing the ball very poorly, and now Besiktas can potentially catch us on the counter. They are moving the ball well. It's straight through the middle, and neither centre-back manages to get there. And Mustafa, so good they named him twice, puts it in the back of the net. It's Man United 1, Besiktas 1. And maybe I've made the subs too quickly, because that was very poor from both centre-halves. They just let him run basically straight through. Carrito, obviously, mostly at fault for letting for giving the ball away. We're going to sub him off for that. Jakob's going to come on. And I guess we probably need to make another sub as well. Yeah, Charles, pretty tired, so we'll bring Patrick Ngoma on for him, and hopefully we can go and grab a winner. Because and once again, we've been the much better side, but the attackers letting us down a little bit. Usually it's been the other way. It's been the defense that's been poor. But I mean, we conceded one poor goal. That's fair enough. But with the amount that they've created, we really should have had a clean sheet. But with the amount we've created up top, we should score more. And this is, again, some poor defending. It's Luis Felipe, who's maybe not ready for the big time, because that was some poor defending from him, not close enough at all. And obviously with him being 5'11", he didn't even bother going for the header. He just let him take it down, which is quite worrying. But we are... Obviously, he's a wonder kid. I mean, he still could get taller. I don't know what year, at what age you stop getting taller in the game, but I can't imagine he's got much more room to grow. Chris Gray, with a good block there into Mora, picks up the ball, plays Mua, Guilhem into Jakob. Jakob with men in front of him, finds Paddy Mua, who's got to apply the finish, and that is brilliant work from Jakob and Mua and Chris Gray to start it off. That's brilliant stuff, and we actually do go ahead in the game from their corner. United 2, Besiktas 1, and we do go back in front. But that was brilliant work from Jakob, which is why he starts on that right-hand side. He has been brilliant ever since we got a proper full season with him. He has been absolutely brilliant. But the game's not over just yet. Besiktas playing it out from the back, looking for an option. And again, midfield kind of static, not putting in tackles, a little bit worrying. And Ngoma does win it back there though. And Gray has an option in Jakob. Can he slide it across? He doesn't. He goes himself. He's finished it. I thought they may have just been offside, but it doesn't even look like it's going to be checked. So Jakob, what an introduction he's had off the bench. A goal and an assist in very few in a very small amount of time, should I say. Man United 3, Besiktas 1, and even with the rotated side, we had to bring the what's it called? What's that word where you like? We had to bring the cavalry. The reinforcements had to come in, but we did it, and we did get another 3 points, which is going to be really good in our in our expectation of being top 8. So we've got 2 games, another game obviously in 2 days' time. So we'll go rest the players and get ready for the Arsenal game. So for the second game episode, we are playing Arsenal, and this is the team we're going with. We've got Torres in goal, back four of Malik, Estrada, Pearson and Patrak, Bellingham and Ngoma in midfield, Jakob and Benziga on the wings, and then Mua and Garcia up front. The thing about Garcia, he's actually showing us 4.5 stars of ability now. Apparently he's a world-class player. I'm not sure about that. I don't think he's a world-class player. He's physically very good, 18 jumping rates. It's a shame his heading's only 9. But he is a good player, but I don't think looking at these technicals, he's world-class. I think that's very, very generous. Mentally and physically very good. Technically, yeah, still could do with some improvement. But at 21 years old, I'm sure he will still get better. But yeah, I think world-class is quite generous. But we've got Arsenal, obviously a big game, and this will really test us to see where we are in terms of the league. Obviously, they are one of the bigger teams in the league. We've struggled against them in the past. So hopefully, I mean, looking at the side now, I think we're only a world-class centre-back away from being a title-winning side. And we could even win the league with what we've got now. Like I say, I think you get a world-class centre-half next to Pete Estrada. I think we're a world-class side. I think you've got one of the best right-backs. Estrada's, came on leaps and bounds. Torres is a great goalkeeper. Patrak's brilliant. That midfield too, brilliant. Jakob's been brilliant. I think obviously Benziga could improve. In Garcia and Moore, we were looking for a striker, but we didn't realise how good Garcia was going to turn so quickly. So I genuinely think we've got a very good side. It's just about getting the best out of them now. But that is not great set piece work. I don't know who set this set piece up, because it weren't me. But we have been the makers of our own downfall there. We need to get the set piece guy fired, because that was terrible. We left no one back, and we were caught on the counter-attack from our own corner. I was just bigging them up as well. Really poor. Ben Stiller scores. He took a little break from his acting career to put one past us, but absolutely shot. I don't really know what happened. We were kind of just watching it, and it just seemed to happen before my eyes. So we are very quickly behind again, and again, it just seems to be when we play the top sides, we can't get anything back. Mua's equalised, but I'm pretty sure he's offside. I think either him or Garcia was definitely offside in that, so I'm not even going to start celebrating, because I'm sure it's offside. Hey, I'm going to start celebrating because it was awarded. I thought he was offside, Garcia, so happy with that. And that just shows you the physicality of Garcia and Mua now to just get in behind like that. And they are going to be a very good front two, I'm sure of it. But the ball's in the air. Patrak heads it towards the box, but it's well cleared. But we are still trying to find our way in front of the game for the first time. Garcia, they're playing it so quickly I can't even keep up. Jakob, lovely touch, takes it round, he's hit the post. Very unfortunate from Jakob there. Patrak has all the time to take it down, decides to try and head it, which is a weird decision from him. And then Gruda straight past Ngoma, made him look very, very poor now. And Arsenal trying to get themselves back in. It's a great ball, and it's a decent enough save, though. It wasn't a very good finish. A little bit light. But Torres did enough to tip it wide. It's a very even game, which I guess makes sense. We are probably two relatively even teams, but I think we should be winning this game. I think our squad's better than theirs. So if we don't, question marks start to fall on me about why I can't get more out of this side. But we are improving every sort of season. We finished 8th in the first half season, then we finished 6th. We're currently in the top 4, so we are making improvements. It's just I don't know how much more improvement we can do without just being a top side that wins the league. Jakob on the turn has to go for it. It doesn't, but it drops to Garcia, and there it is. The world-class Mexican gets it in the back of the net. Man United 2, Arsenal 1. Doesn't matter. He couldn't score for love nor money last season, but his return in the Premier League so far has been absolutely brilliant. He's scoring nearly a goal a game. Do the math. And he's been brilliant. But I don't like to see a highlight straight from kickoff, because that usually means they're going to go score an equaliser. And Saka plays it into Gruda, who puts it wide. I don't know if it was a save or if he put it wide. He was offside anyway. I wouldn't have counted, but And here's a warning shot, and it's another highlight, and it's deep into our half. Lewis Skelly with the throw, plays it over to Gasman, who gives it away to Garcia, who's got to play the ball. He doesn't, but thankfully Ngoma knew he was going to give it away, and Mua's got the ball now. Can he find Jakob? Bellingham, Jakob, everyone's trying to play it. Back to Jakob, through on goal. Oh, Jakob! He's got to finish that better. He should take a touch and slot it. Instead, he's snapped at it, and it's went flying over the bar. But that was really good build-up. We do play some good stuff now. We move the ball so quickly and so effectively that it's very impressive. But we are trying to press, and Patrak wins the ball back into Bensiga, who takes it round his man. Lovely ball to Paddy Mua, who hits it first time. Thought he might have been offside as well. We're playing very, very fine lines with the offside, but Paddy Mua was on. Good save from Donnarumma, and it goes out for a corner, which Bensiga will whip in. No one can win it, but Ngoma can get there. Can he get the ball back in the box? He's got to play it in. He's brought down, but I think it was a clean tackle. The referee's obviously not even looked at it. And Arsenal will try and play it out. Saka goes back to Stiller into Martinez in the middle, who was standing on the wall a little bit too long, thought he was going to give it away. And Arsenal still trying to get it forward, moving it well themselves, and we are again struggling to get it off them. Into Mora at the front of Strada, just standing up his man. Great tackle from Jakob to come back. Absolutely wiped him out. And now Mua can race. Can he get a ball in? He can't. He couldn't find Garcia. Decided to go himself with a couple of men in front of him, and unfortunately was over the bar. But yeah, that was a great tackle from Garcia, and I think probably injured their man. The ball's trying to find its way back to the halfway line. Mua looks absolutely shattered. I don't know if he's injured or whether he's just tired from playing in that Europa League game. We didn't actually end up resting the players. I forgot to do it. But hopefully he's fine. I will take a look at him now. But we've done really well there. We don't want to get complacent, though. That's the main thing. Yeah, he's a little bit better. We'll put him back out for the second half. But yeah, very good half. Obviously, we got off to a slightly slow start, but we've managed to make it up with some good goals to get back into it, shoot ourselves up defensively as well. So overall, pretty happy with that. Not looking great in the centre-half position. I think that's centre-halves, the Estrada and Pearson aren't on very good ratings, but we'll ignore that for now. We try to play it long, but Arsenal do clear, but Ngoma can pick up the loose ball. Cuts inside, does Ngoma. Got men in front of him. Can't find one, but he's somehow still got it. And then Patrak's got it on the left-hand side. Can he swing it across? He can! Oh, we were looking for a striker all summer. We were looking. We ended up paying for HAALAND. Who knew we had the world-class Mexican in our hands already? He was, like I say, we had to stick with him last season, but he's come good. We are going to bring HAALAND on, though. Hopefully he can get his first goal. We're going to bring him on for Paddy Mua, who is absolutely shattered at this point. But yeah, I think maybe HAALAND's past it, so we didn't need to go out and spend the money on him. But we needed a striker. We obviously can't just have two strikers anyway. Chris Gray, obviously not good enough to really hold down a proper spot. He can't really count as a striker, can he? But that's brilliant work from Jakob. Takes it round two. Plays it back to Bellingham. That's a lovely ball from Bellingham. Malik whips it in. Garcia on the hat-trick. Oh my God, this boy. He is world-class. I said he might not be world-class. He's world-class. Person number one is absolutely berating person number one. It's a finished game. It's a brilliant game. Don't even question it. A hat-trick from Alberto Garcia. He's going down. When we think about this save in years to come, he'll be the one we remember, him and Paddy Mua. But Garcia, we unearthed. We paid 100 mil for Paddy Mua. It wasn't that special. We unearthed Garcia. We plucked him out of Mexico for 15 or so million. We plucked him out, and we stuck by him as well when he was... I mean, we did sign someone on loan to replace him because he was playing shit, but, you know, we stuck by him in the most part. Oh, my God, Arsenal can't handle us. Ngoma makes it 5. We've got to make some subs now. We've got to make some subs. Bensiga's going to come off for Mora. I guess we get Guilherme on as well for Jude, who is starting to pick up a bit more of the role now. As you can see, his rating's gone up to a whole star now. But he is a wonder kid as well, so we obviously put our faith in him, just like we put our faith in Garcia. Obviously, one player we've... Obviously, with Bellingham, he's 31, so he's not going to be around forever. So we do need to have someone in the wings to replace him. And obviously, Guilherme could do that. 4 stars of current ability already. Just needs to learn the role. Well cleared from us, though. I can't believe we're absolutely smashing Arsenal 5-1. Given we weren't that good against Besiktas, this is obviously... Our best side is better than our rotated side by quite a bit. They do get one back, though. Sven Naipan... don't know how you pronounce that. Nippen gets one back. Gruder with the assist. But it might be ruled offside. I don't know. The referee's looking at it. VAR still checking it. They're taking their sweet, sweet time. It didn't look offside, so it has been awarded. And that is unfortunately a goal back from pretty much nothing. Though we are 4 goals up at the time, so it's slightly understandable we may have switched off for a second. But we need to switch back on and maybe get ourselves another goal. HAALAND, lovely ball over the top to Mora. Oh my God, get it into Garcia. Instead goes himself. Donnarumma this time realises that he has hands and puts it wide with a good save. But yeah, Garcia was waiting. He was waiting. 3 goals and an assist against Arsenal. It was brilliant work. Not long left now. We'll make our couple final subs. We'll bring Carrizo on the right because he needs some game time. And we'll bring Marty on for Malik as well because he is pretty tired. He's run himself ragged. And obviously we need to get some fitness into Carrizo. And there we go. We've, yes, brilliant. Just as we make all of our subs, Estrada goes off. Love to see it. Well, Pearson, I guess Guilhem goes centre-half. This is going to be odd. And we'll chuck Mora in midfield. Garcia on the left, and then HAALAND up front. And then out of possession. Yeah, that's fine. So, no, it's not, because he's injured. So, we need to do this as well, out of possession. Brilliant. So, it looks like that. Great, because we have no more subs. Yes, I know, but I don't have a sub. What do you mean? I don't have any subs. Oh, the subs haven't gone through yet. Oh, that's brilliant, right? The subs haven't gone through, so I guess we just bring Philippe on. And I guess we can still bring Carrizo on the right as well, so Malik's going to have to stay on. But the subs hadn't gone through, so we were able to bring Philippe on. That's good. I thought we were going to be down to 10 men, but Philippe can come on for Estrada. Hopefully it's not a serious one because he's our best centre-half. Wouldn't really want to see a 2 of Pearson and Philippe for much longer than 10 minutes, to be honest. I think they're both sort of second tier to Estrada. It's both the weakest position as centre-back. Even Estrada, he's our best centre-back, and even he's only like good. He's not like as great as the rest of them. He's no Alberto Garcia, is all I'm going to say. But not long left now. Clearly the subs didn't make too much difference. Torres plays it long up to Garcia, who heads it down to HAALAND. What I would give to see HAALAND score his first goal for us. Mora into Ngoma. Give it HAALAND. Let's get him his first goal. He needs it. He's gagging for it. Oh my God, Garcia. He should have just took it down and took it with his other foot. He could have done. He really could have done. But brilliant stuff. 5-2 win in the league. Puts us second. 3 points behind Chelsea. We're in a title challenge. We are. United are back. We're back. We're back, baby. Right. Brilliant stuff. Love to see it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this injury isn't too long. We have got a big, big gap. Well, I mean, it's 2 weeks, but we've got a massive gap. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So I don't know why we've got such a huge gap in games. Yeah, I mean, we've got an absolute load to play in December. I don't know why we couldn't move some of these to October. Well, at least one or two of these. I mean, look at this. The 2nd, the 5th, the 8th, the 13th, the 16th, the 19th. We're going to be bloody shattered in December. That's before the window, so we can't even bring people in or bring loans back. Oh my God, we're going to be resting every bloody game. Right, well anyway, I guess we'll probably, I think we'll probably just come back for December, to be fair, because there's nothing really in here that's that interesting. Europa League, we'll probably win all them. And then none of these league games, we shouldn't be not winning. So I guess we'll come back for a City Spurs doubleheader, 2 big clubs, Manchester Derby, should be good. And I guess we'll see where we are there. So we'll go through October, November off camera. Like I say, we'll come back for City Spurs there and then. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman. And I'll see you all for more very soon.